My dear son, my beloved daughter, a new day begins. Even if the sky is covered with clouds, it is a sign that my mercy has been renewed over you. The air filling your lungs, the light coming through the window, the time you have been given, all these prove that I am still holding you today. Before anything else, I want you to lift your eyes not to the problems or the burdens, but upward to me, to the one who does not sleep, who never fails, and who continues to watch over you even when you don't realize it. Lift your eyes and give thanks, because in this vast world where many rise without direction, without hope, without faith, you have me. You have my presence, my word, my promise. You have the privilege of being called son or daughter, the gift of knowing me and understanding that no matter what happens, you are never alone. Give thanks, because while many open their eyes in the morning unsure if they will eat, you have bread. While many have no roof over their heads, you were protected through the night. While many are rejected, forgotten, or ignored, I am here calling your name, pouring out love, renewing your spirit. Do not forget that gratitude changes everything. When you give thanks, you shift your focus from pain to me. Gratitude is like a fragrance rising to heaven. Honor my faithfulness, and the more you honor me, the more I move on your behalf. So today, even if circumstances are not what you wish, I ask you to give thanks. Do not complain or grumble, because grumbling brings darkness, but gratitude brings light. When Israel complained in the desert, their journey to the promised land was delayed. But when Paul and Silas praised God while imprisoned, hurt, and wronged, their chains broke. This is not just history. It is a spiritual key. Praise while it hurts, praise while you wait, praise when you don't understand, and you will see invisible chains fall, the heavens open, and my hand move in your favor. Son, daughter, I know it's not always easy. I see when you struggle just to get up. I notice the thoughts that try to steal your hope early in the morning. But listen, the enemy knows your day begins in your mind. He throws doubts at dawn. He whispers that nothing will change, that you are alone, that promises have failed. But he is a liar from the beginning. You need to learn to silence those voices with truth, because truth sets you free. The truth is that you belong to me. The truth is that I am with you. The truth is that your story is still being written. The truth is that if you woke up today, there is purpose and more to live. There is something I still want to do through you. So do not accept thoughts that drag you down. Reject discouragement, cast out fear, and declare, "This is the day the Lord has made. I choose to rejoice in it." Yes, it is a choice. When you choose to trust, even without seeing, you invite the supernatural and create space for me to act. You invite me in, and I do not come empty-handed. I bring everything your spirit needs, even if you can't name it. I bring peace to calm your restless soul. I bring guidance to clear your path. I bring comfort to heal your deepest wounds. I bring provision not limited to what is seen but reaching to the eternal. I bring what your eyes cannot see but your heart feels. What cannot be bought, calculated, or explained but transforms. And all of this starts with one choice. The choice to put me first, the choice to give me your day, your intentions, your steps. Today, before checking notifications, rushing to your responsibilities, or getting distracted by the world's noise, stop. Just stop. Take a deep breath and remember who your God is. Speak to me with your first thought, because when the first thought is holy, your whole day is consecrated. Talk to me not with empty phrases but with your heart. Give me what no one else sees. The silent tiredness, the hidden doubt, the fear you try to hide behind smiles. Ask me for wisdom, discernment, and direction. Invite me into every moment, from the simplest breakfast to the meeting you fear, from the noisy commute to the difficult conversation you avoid, from the lonely pauses to the busy tasks. I want to be present, not like someone distant waiting to be remembered once a week, but like a close, active father interested in everything about you. I do not watch from afar. I walk with you, I am involved, and I care. Son, daughter. Have you noticed how flowers open in the morning even after the coldest night? They do not wait for applause. They simply respond to the sun's touch. So your soul opens, blooms, and breathes hope when it turns to me at the day's start. And though the day will bring challenges, you will not face them alone, because your strength comes not from your will but from my presence. When you seek me early, you change the atmosphere around you. What seemed heavy becomes lighter. What was confusing begins to align. Fear turns into faith. It is written, and it is true. Those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength, soar like eagles, run without growing weary, and walk without fainting. This is the promise for those who begin their day with me. Give thanks even if nothing has changed, even if problems still linger, even if answers have not come, even if signs seem silent. Give thanks not because everything is resolved, but because I sit on the throne, ruling all with eternal wisdom. Give thanks because above your instability stands my faithfulness. Give thanks because, even without understanding the now, you can trust the future. Gratitude does not depend on circumstances but comes from the awareness that I am with you. It is like an invisible root growing deeper when everything around seems dry. When you recognize me at the start of the day, even with pain or doubt, you open a powerful spiritual door. You are saying without complicated words, just with your heart, Father, I do not understand everything, but I trust you. Without you, I am nothing. That recognition, son, daughter, is a key. Key that opens doors despair has closed. A key that unleashes blessings held back. Key that moves heaven toward your reality. When you recognize me from the beginning, you give me authority to guide you. When you thank me before seeing the outcome, you honor me as God. When you surrender before receiving, you position yourself as someone who walks by faith, not by sight. Faith, as it is written, is the assurance of what is hoped for and the conviction of what is not seen. Therefore, never underestimate the power of a sincere thank you. It is more than good manners. It is intercession. More than formality, it is worship. More than a habit, it is a covenant. A grateful heart changes the atmosphere, changes the soul's frequency, changes how you see the day. It transforms tense places into altars, thoughts into declarations, tears into seeds. Even with swollen eyes, even with a heavy heart, give thanks, because gratitude is a spiritual weapon. It is not weak. It is strategic. It is not romantic. It is powerful. It does not ignore pain. It delivers it. It does not deny the problem. It places it in the hands of the one who can do all things. Gratitude is praise that rises before victory arrives. It is the hallelujah in prison. It is the song in the desert. It is the silent gesture of someone who believes God's hand works even in the darkness. Gratitude is a quiet yes to what I want to do in and through you. And I want to do much more than you imagine. But first you must learn to give thanks, not for what you see but for what you believe. Do not compare yourself to those who today seem more joyful or who woke up jumping while you barely got up. You do not know anyone's internal struggles or the backstage of others' hearts. More importantly, I do not judge you for what you feel but for what you choose. And if you choose to rise even weak, that makes me glad. If you choose to give thanks even through tears, that honors me. If you choose to keep going even hurt, that moves me. Do not feel discouraged for not being where you dream to be yet. I work through processes, and each process is sacred. You are not stuck, you are being prepared. Clay does not see its beauty while being shaped, but the potter already sees the final form. You are in my hands, and my hands are firm but full of grace. I do not expect perfection. I expect dedication. I am not impressed by your performance but moved by your truth. I want willingness to continue even when your feet hurt. I rejoice with those who choose me even when they do not feel anything, who pray even without beautiful words, who say, "Father, I do not know what to do, but I trust you." That prayer is a spiritual bomb. It makes no noise on earth but shakes heaven and hell. That pure, raw, surrendered faith touches the Father's heart. That surrender moves the invisible. That dedication opens paths where there are no roads. That kind of faith attracts the promise. That kind of trust honors me more than any eloquent speech. Remember this with affection and reverence. You are not a burden to me. You do not tire me, hold me back, or disappoint when you cry. I know your weaknesses and still love you with an eternal love. You are a treasure, a work of my hands, a project I designed before you were born. I saw you even in the womb. I chose you before you could say my name. Everything I begin, I sustain. Everything I sustain, I fulfill. Nothing I fulfill can be stopped. You are my inheritance, my delight. You are not your mistakes, your weariness, or your falls. You belong to me, fully, entirely, deeply mine. Because you are mine, I go before you. Prepare the way. I care for details you do not even notice. I protect the vulnerable areas you do not know about. I send angels to guard your coming and going. I inspire people you do not know to bless you. I hide deliverance in common places. Change diagnoses. I transform realities. I open doors no one can close. You may not see it, but I am working. Heaven is not silent. It is moving. That is why you need to trust. While you walk, I am working. While you pray, I am releasing. While you wait, I am adjusting. While you give thanks, I am accelerating. Even if the enemy tries to whisper that nothing will change, silence him with worship. Do not argue with him, praise. Do not debate with darkness. Bring the light. Do not respond with fear. Respond with faith. He cannot stand the presence of light or the atmosphere of gratitude. He flees from hearts that worship even amid chaos. He retreats when you choose to exalt me. He tries to silence you with fear, but you silence him with hope. He tries to paralyze you with doubts, but you overcome him with confidence. So today, even in silence, worship. Even if no one sees, give thanks. Even if the world does not understand, celebrate. Make this a prophetic act, a declaration of faith, your secret weapon. You are not merely surviving another day. You are dedicating this day to me. When you dedicate, I sanctify. When you surrender, I take control. When you trust, I act, because it is written, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will act." Yes, I will. What is too much for you means nothing to me. What seems out of control is under my command. What seems delayed is simply maturing. So rest, give thanks, and keep going, because those who begin the day with me never end it the same way. Amen.